Morning. Today I am solving the problem. There is a branch account, debtors account, and a trading account, trading and P&L account. This is 15 marks question. I am solving. This is the question. This is the question. So I'm not reading the question because it will get time. So that's why I'll solve the problem directly. So first we'll prepare what we know, branch account, how to prepare a branch account we know that, and then the total debtors account we know that. So these two I'll prepare first. After that we are preparing the trading and P&L account. So what is the procedures we know? So these are the openings and these are the closings. So openings comes to the branch account debit side, and closings are comes to the branch account credit side. Already we know that first part. So I'll take the first part step, that is the 22,000 22,000, debtors 200, and petty cash 400, total 22,600 rupees. This is the opening. So closings stock 20,800, stock debtors here given 4,000, and petty cash 200. So total 1,005, 25,000 opening and closing. So clear. So here also I am entering debtors account, opening balance and closing balance. So already we know that opening is 200, closing is 4,000. Okay, first part is clear. So come to the second part. Second part is goods sent to branch. This is the branch account debit side. So goods sent to branch account debit side 32,000. Next, cash received from debtor side, it comes to the third part. Okay, goods returned to the head office. This is the second part. This is the credit side. So return, how much return? 480, 480 return, 480. Next, some allowances. There is a bad debts, allowances to debtors, sales returns. So these are the part of the three. So next, check sent to the branch. So sent to branch, there is a second part. So these expenses comes to the debit side. So that's why I'll take the debit side. 1,200, 400 and 1,800, total 3,400. So expenses also over, return also over, and goods sent to branch, only three items is over. That's the part 2. Part 3, so we are doing the sales, right? First, cash sales. Cash sales, you already know that there's a branch account debit, credit side, branch account credit side, cash sales. Cash sales, how much? 5,300 rupees. So next, cash 5,300 rupees, cash sales over. So next, cash received from debtors. Received from debtors 4,200 rupees. It's both account we are entering in the credit side 4,200, and cash received here also 4,000, 4,200 rupees. Both side we are entering. Already you know that. So cash received from the debtors branch account to credit side, debtors account to credit side, right? Yeah, it's over. Next, this is over. Bad debts, allowances and debtors and sales returns. So these are the credited sales expenses. So you have to take in the debtors account only. So that's why I am entering in debtors account. Bad debts 600, allowances 500, sales return 1,000, total 2,100 rupees. So next, branch is over, closing stock also over, miscellaneous income, right? So this incomes comes to the P&L account, not in branch and debtors account. So I'm closing this, close this debtors account. Total 48,100, 48,100, balancing figure 47,900. So this 47,900 is the cash sales. Every time we are balancing figure comes to the closing balance, but this problem, so we'll get the credit sales is the closing balance. This is the balancing figure, balancing figure. Okay, so now branch account, I am closing the branch account. Branch account total 34,980. So 34,980. There is a differences figure is 23,020 is transferred to general P&L account. So this is the branch account and debtors account. Now we will have to prepare the trading and P&L account for the year ended 31st March 2020. In trading and P&L account, already you know that which items will comes to the trading account and in P&L account. So directly I am showing you. So debtors will not come to the P&L and trading account and P&L account. So that's why we are not taking in the debtors account. In case any furnitures related, we are not taking here. So directly I am entering the amount. So you already know that opening stock, we have to take opening stock. There is a 22,000 opening stock, right? Next, goods sent to the branch, that is 32,000 minus return to head office. So minus return to head office means already you know that, right? Goods sent to the branch and return the branch. These two items I'm entering in the trading account of goods sent to the branch. So that's why 480. So minus 31,520 it will come. Next, wages. So wages is given here. So see, in the problem, wages is given. That's why I'm entering 400 rupees for wages. So next, cash sales. Dividing cash sales and credit sales. So cash sales, so given in the problem, that's why I'm writing directly 5,300. Credit sales, you got it now only you got it. There is a balancing figure, that is 47,900 rupees credit sales. So credit sales is 47,900 rupees. So total 53,200. I'm writing inner column only because the sales return is here. So less sales return. So see in the problem, sales return is 1,000 rupees. So now 52,200 is the sales. Okay, next, closing stock. So you know the in the problem 20,800 is closing stock. So only these items comes to the in trading account. So I'm closing this one, trading account. So total 73,000. Here also 73,000. Balancing figure 19,080 will got it. So that is called the gross profit carried on. So next we are doing the P&L account. Gross profit brought down, that is the 19,080. So already you know that which items we are taking in the P&L account: bad debts, allowances, rent, salary and petty expenses. Petty expenses, I written here 400 minus 200. Why I am taking 400? So see, petty cash opening and closing both given here. So that's why opening 400, closing is 200, remaining 200 rupees is the expenses. So that's why I am written here. So 400. Bad debts, you know the amount already, 600. Allowances 500. Rent 1,200. Salary 1,800. Salary, this is 200. So total directly I will take. So next, in the problem, miscellaneous incomes is given here. So see, miscellaneous income 50 rupees. So this is the income. That's why I am writing here 50. Total 19,130 rupees. 19,130. Remaining balance is 14,080. So this 14,080 rupees is called the general P&L account. So like this is the profit. So this is compulsory important question I prepared. That's a 15 bucks question, and the same question so given in the question paper. So you solve the that one. So see, November December 2018 question paper, problem number 17. So you pause the video and check the problem. Okay, thank you one and all.